Now, for all the big SUVs that get these dark treatments, I think the one that's most suited to it is probably the Scorpio N. So this is what it is. This is a Scorpio N Carbon edition. Now the Scorpio N Carbon, you can have it in all the variants of the Z8 and Z8L trim. So now you have a metallic black shade, a few dark treatments to the headlamp cluster, although the chrome inserts on the grille have remained, but they have been given a slightly dark treatment. There's more black around here, around this LED light signature as well, and the skid plates have this slight grey sort of tint to it. Now you have those chunky 18-inch wheels, those remain the same. Maybe Mahindra could have offered a different design, but it looks okay as it is. You have a bit more of this darkened chrome here, and also on the back doors, this really tough footstep and the roof rails. Now weirdly, for this dark edition or this carbon edition, there's no badging anywhere to tell you that it's one of those, which I think is a bit of a miss. If you're buying something like this, you would want to show it off a little bit, but you still get this darkened chrome finish here and that greyish metallicish skid plate treatment. Now on the inside again, there's more dark treatment. The roof lining is fully dark. You still have this small sunroof. Now, while the overall materials haven't changed, the treatment has changed, of course. So you have soft materials here, again in a dark finish, which used to be a sort of tan finish earlier. There's more black plastic here and below. And the stitching here is pretty neatly executed with the slight grey tint to it. Now, of course, this layout remains largely unchanged. You have the same touchscreen here, the same instrument cluster, the same steering wheel and so on. But you now get some darkened chrome elements around here and around the gear selector too, which I think is pretty neat, and around here. And there's also some brushes of silver, for example, as you can see here. Now the feature set remains largely unchanged. So you have that touchscreen infotainment, you have the Adrenox system connected features, you have the Sony audio system, you have the dual zone climate control, you have the powered seat adjustment and the cruise control and so on. So all of that hasn't changed. But you do notice that the seat upholstery is again going with that dark theme, so black upholstery with that silver kind of stitching to it. Coming to the back seat of the Scorpio N Carbon edition, you do realize that with the fully dark theme, even the roof being dark, you do feel a bit more cocooned, a bit like the space inside is less than what it actually is. But I guess that's going with the theme of this car. Having said that, I'll quickly take you through how it feels in the Scorpio N. Of course, you might know this already, but just a quick reminder. So yeah, you have that really quite nice angle of recline. You have that big high seating position as these ladder frame SUVs do. And yeah, space isn't comparable to say a monocoque SUV of the same size, but it's okay nevertheless. So I have a decent amount of knee room. Yeah, my feet also sort of tuck in. Yeah, thigh support is not that great, but the seat themselves is contoured well. And I must say that even though with the dark cabin and with the fact that you don't have panoramic sunroof, the glass being so large and the sill being so low, I don't feel that claustrophobic. Now in terms of amenities, I have just the one Type-C charge port. There is a bit of a central hump, so if you're sitting in the middle here, it will be a bit tight, although I have a small armrest here. But one nice thing is that I get a separate blower control for the rear. The Scorpio N Carbon remains mechanically unchanged to the regular Scorpio N, so you still get that 200 horsepower petrol and the 175 horsepower 2.2 litre diesel engine. So what do you think about the Scorpio N Carbon? Do you think it does justice to that dark theme, and would you pick this over the regular Scorpio N? Let us know in the comments.